Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Kevin Jackwoods. Welcome to the Kaged match, and this is my review for Survivor Series 11/24/19. And there's a lot to get into, so let's get into it. You start out the pre-show. You do a real quick Paul Heyman promo talking up Brock Lesnar. Of course, he's going to beat Rey Mysterio. We kind of figured that anyway. You have Shawn Michaels on the panel. Adam Cole does a promo. Bayley does a promo. And, I mean, these promos, it's all the same shit. It's, we're going to win. That's it. Like, these promos amount to nothing. You get the over-the-top rope tag team battle royal. Who thought of this? I don't know, but fuck off. These things are just a waste of time. Honestly. Who cares? You have the OC, the Revival, Forgotten Sons, Rude and Ziggler, Street Profits, Hawkins and Ryder. You know they're not going to win. Rizongo, Lucha House Party, and it was Lince Dorado and Grand Metalik. Fabian Eichner and Martel Bartel of Imperium. Heavy Machinery. So all these teams are in this battle royal. None of it really makes a damn bit of sense. I don't know that anybody cared about it. At the end of the day, there were no spots, nothing created, there were no moments. It was Rude and Ziggler taking the win. Who gives a shit? And sorry. That's the way it was. Then you got Kalisto versus Akira Tozawa versus Lio Rush for the Cruiserweight Championship. A much better match. And this is exactly what you expect from these guys. I think Kalisto is incredibly talented. Tozawa is, and Lio Rush obviously is. So the match is everything you expect it to be. Lio Rush takes the win. You get a Sami Zayn promo, talking of Shinsuke. Get another New Day promo. Then you get New Day versus Undisputed Era versus the Viking Raiders. I didn't expect this to be on the pre-show, but it was. Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly, super talented. The Viking Raiders are really fun to watch. The New Day, they've had a really good thing going for quite some time. So again, this is a match you knew that was going to be good. It definitely was. And Raw takes the win with this one with the Viking Raiders. And that leads you to the main show. This is where you got a lot of names. So, let's get into it. The women's three-way Survivor Series match is Team SmackDown, Sasha Banks, Dana Brooke, Carmella, Nikki Cross, Lacey Evans. Team Raw, Charlotte Flair, Natalya, Asuka, Kairi Sane, and Sarah Logan. And for Team NXT, Rhea Ripley, Io Shirai, Bianca Belair, Toni Storm, and Candice LeRae. So the big thing here is that somewhere in this match, Io Shirai and Candice LeRae were supposed to have been hurt. So you had Bianca Belair taken out, you had Toni Storm taken out, I think. Maybe I'm wrong on that. Either way, the big story here is that they are still building Rhea Ripley up to be an absolute beast. She was the surviving member of Team NXT. They won the initial Survivor Series match. And I'm trying to remember if she was a sole survivor or not, but either way, the whole thing was building up Rhea Ripley to be an absolute beast. So it was a good way to start the show. It was a really good match. They had a lot of good back and forths. It's your standard Survivor Series match, even though it is a three-way. Very cool, though. Very, very cool. Then you get a Seth Rollins, Kevin Owens bit where Seth Rollins is asking if Kevin Owens is on board since he was at NXT last night. No big deal. Then you get Shinsuke Nakamura, Roderick Strong, and AJ Styles. This was a damn good match, too. Really loved this match, honestly. Shinsuke Nakamura, Roderick Strong, AJ Styles, all three very damn good competitors. This one knocked it out of the park, in my opinion. There was a lot of things. And Shinsuke is not exactly young, and he can hang with the best of them when he gets going. Honestly, really, really good. So, at the end of the day, Roderick Strong gives NXT another win. He was just at the right place at the right time. AJ Styles hit Shinsuke Nakamura, I think, with the elbow or whatever it was. Roderick Strong threw AJ out, capitalized, got the win. Then you get Daniel Bryan mixed bit. I mean, I don't know what to say here. Then you get Adam Cole versus Pete Dunne. Pete Dunne at War Games won his triple threat match for the opportunity to fight Adam Cole. Good match, except again, I'm going to say Pete Dunne needs to quit slapping like a middle school girl at certain points of the match. It just takes me out of it, dude. It really does. Adam Cole gets the win, though, after a very good match, very hard-hitting affair after Adam Cole's War Games match, which was unbelievable. So, yeah. Then you get Daniel Bryan versus The Fiend. And I spoke on my SmackDown review leading up to Survivor Series that they're going to have a really hard time writing out the super invincibility of The Fiend. Because no matter what's happened to him, it doesn't affect him. He doesn't feel pain. He gets right back up. And they've done that with curb stomps. They've done that with weapons. They've done that with every move Daniel Bryan hit The Fiend with. Like, you're building him up too strong, I think. Because now you got to figure out how to beat him reasonably with someone. And I think that's going to backfire. So, I mean, that's what it was. Daniel Bryan went completely crazy, beating the hell out of The Fiend for a while. To no effect. The Fiend gets a hold of him, gets the win. There you go. Rey Mysterio interview. I really like Rey Mysterio's promos leading up to this whole match with Brock Lesnar. Absolutely loved it. Yeah, dude, the guy can cut a promo with a lot of emotion. Good for him. Then you get the men's Survivor Series match. And this is Team Raw, Seth Rollins, Randy Orton, Kevin Owens, Drew McIntyre, and Ricochet versus Team SmackDown, Roman Reigns, Braun Strowman, Chad Gable, Ali, and Baron Corbin, and Team NXT, Tommaso Ciampa, Keith Lee, Walter, Matt Riddle, and Damian Priest. I am so sick of Baron Corbin. I'm sick of him being the highlight of anything. I'm sorry. I don't like him as a character. He sucks. No personality. That's how I feel. Take it or leave it. But the problem here is that's kind of what they focused on with this match. It was a good match. They had a lot of good spots. They had, especially some of the big guys facing off against each other. It was really cool. Roman winds up taking out Baron Corbin. And so Baron Corbin gets pinned, and it's Roman Reigns. He has to fight, as the sole survivor, I think, for SmackDown. And it winds up being him versus Keith Lee. And I really would have liked to have seen Keith Lee win. Like, if there was a match I really wanted to see NXT win, it was this one. But they had to give it to Superman. And that's why fans turn on these guys. It's because they're booked ridiculously at times. I mean, it was a good spot, though. I'll give him that. Roman Reigns hits a spear on Keith Lee, gets the win. So Roman Reigns, Braun Strowman, Chad Gable, Ali, and Baron Corbin get the win. Then you get Becky Lynch cuts a promo for the match coming up where, she's going after Shayna Baszler. Then you get Rey Mysterio versus Brock Lesnar. And this was kind of cool because Dominic, Rey's son, comes down and they both start wearing out Brock Lesnar. They both do a 619 on Brock Lesnar, Dominic. They both do frog splashes on him. Rey Mysterio and Dominic both get licks in with the chairs. But then Brock Lesnar is Brock Lesnar. He comes through all of that, hits Rey Mysterio with one move, and gets the win. And that leads to the main event, which, honestly, I will say, compared to everything else, was a little bit lackluster. People felt very strongly about that. Apparently, there's a lot of rumor going around that Vince McMahon did too. It was a good match. Did it blow me away? No. And that was kind of the problem is there were some things that did blow me away in some of these matches. Had some really good spots. And this one was, it was a solid matchup. But I think due to fatigue plus all the stuff we've already seen, it really didn't live up to expectations. At the end of the day, Shayna Baszler got the submission on Bayley. And there you go. NXT runs it, dude. They just killed it. throughout the night. So there were some things I definitely liked. A couple of things I thought they could have done better, but it was overall a really good show. They had some really good performances. The women's and men's Survivor Series style matches I thought were really good. And I'm honestly not always a big fan of the Survivor Series matches because they're not built up very well. It's just a bunch of people going in there and having a match and doing whatever. Honestly, that's what it seems like. Like a lot of times they just don't have spots that really matter. Here they had some cool spots, and it was cool because they had the 3 teams instead of 2, so that added a little something to it as well. So, ladies and gentlemen, I felt like they had, like I said, a lot of good matchups. A couple of things I wish they would have done differently, but honestly, minor things. I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10 because I really did enjoy myself. I had a lot of fun with it. So that's where I'm at. 8 out of 10 for Survivor Series. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If you enjoyed this, hit the like button, subscribe, and share. My name is Kevin Jack Woods, Kaged Nation, out.